Hello, this is the Home Doc. I have a video here I want to show you that I put another pier in on the other side of my lake. Actually, like I said, I subdivided my property here, and we have two lots on either side. So I had some material that I had left over from some other projects, and I went ahead and put this pier together. Kind of want to show you how you could do it, and what kind of components and stuff. But I wanted to show you first on the other pier that we put in, which I put the before I flooded it with water. I put the pilings in, and so we did that, first on that one over there. It was, like I say, it's a lot deeper on that pier. It's probably about 10 foot at the end. But over here on this pier here, which you can kind of see, it's probably about 5 foot on the end. And I put some Trex decking that we had. But let me show you over here where some of the components before I finish it up. I want to show you how you basically do it. First thing I did, I had a couple pilings on the end that I had in the ground already before I put the water in also on this side. Because I knew I was going to do it one day. I didn't know exactly when, but like I say, I had the materials, so I went ahead and did it, this recently here. So, but basically, I ran a string line from those pilings that were basically right here. I had those already in, and then I basically ran a string line from there to that point all the way down to line everything up. And then I basically ran it, the string line was on the pilings itself. So then I put the other pilings and I ran them next to that string line down every probably 6 feet or so. Because you can see I had the stringers that you can see here where I nailed it together, and they were about that long. So instead of going and buying a 20-footer, I had those already, so I just kind of used those, and that's what gave me the span between the pilings. But so basically, you put the pilings in, and then you put those. They're called let's see, split piling caps, and they go across, and that's this part right here. That's this part right here that on either side of the piling, and I nailed those in with these 60 penny hot galvanized pole barn hardened nails. So they basically went on either side, and I fastened those into the piling. And then and all the pilings were different, lengths and everything. So they're both basically about 2 feet in the ground, and I have them going. So basically on this side I had to basically cut the top of it off because it was over top of the stringer. So I had to do that so I can put my deck board going across there. So so basically I had to do that, and then I ran my stringers. I have 5 stringers going across, every about 12 inches apart. And I did that according to the Trex decking. You have to have it that way so you have a good support underneath the Trex. And I'm using the hidden fasteners to fasten the deck boards to the stringers, which they work out right well. You can see, everything is looking pretty good. I had different shades of Trex. I didn't want to buy all this. I got from basically when I went on Facebook and Marketplace, and builders were just kind of unloading materials and stuff. So I got a lot of this from people, they got from there. So I didn't have to really buy any really. So I'm just using what I have, and I mean, it's basically a little bit different shade, but it's not much. I try to, make it look pretty good. And then on the end here, I had some other pilings that I drove in the ground, and these were actually about 10 foot long. And you can see where I measured from the top of the deck up to the pole, and I had to cut this with a chainsaw. So I had to cut that, and then also I basically I cut all the boards about 80 inches wide, but you can see I still need to I want to take a circular saw with a string, and I'm gonna make them all straight. So I'm gonna make one cut, and that will straighten the whole pier up. And also I do have some floating dock that I might put on the end here, possibly to kind of extend it out some more so it'll be a little bit deeper water. But that's gonna be another time. I just wanted to get this going, since I had the materials, go ahead and use them, and kind of show you some ideas on how to build it. But yeah, I had the stringers, and then I basically down this way I have like a ramp going down. And when I cut these, I had some 2x4s here that I basically cut, and I cut them as an angle here, and I liquid nailed them, and then liquid nails and nails, and then you can see where I put an angle on it, and it's going down to a 2x10, and I got support underneath that, so it's really sturdy. And like I said, this is another look of how the pier is constructed. And then make sure it's level too. You know, when you put those 2x4s on either side of your pilings, you want to put a level on there and make sure both of those are level, because if that's not level, the whole pier will not be level, and that's critical. And so I did that, and like I say, I have the stringers going across, and I'm going to use this rest of the deck board I have here. It's actually a brownish color, and I want to go ahead and finish it up. But like I say, I appreciate you looking at the video, and I just wanted to kind of run it by you quickly to kind of give you an idea on how to put a pier in. And like I say, ideally you would want to kind of do it when there's no water in the pond, but sometimes you can't, you know. But luckily in this area, it's not too deep. It's probably about a foot deep or so in this area here. And it goes, and it basically drops off at the end to about 4 feet. So it's actually really good fishing in this area here, because there's a lot of minnows and a lot of bass try to come up and get the minnows and things like that. So that's kind of why I wanted to put the pier here, just to kind of be a good fishing place. So that's about it. And like I say, I appreciate you looking at my video, and thanks for your support. And I really hope you all have a great time, and hope you have any questions or anything, please add in the comment section. I can try to help you on building your pier, you know. And I mean, I learned an awful lot on YouTube, and it's amazing what you can you know, figure out. But thank you so much. Bye-bye.